There are people who actually think that this chapter makes the Marines look good. Alright, before we get into it, spoilers for Elbaf. Because I've seen it in so many comment sections, and it's this trend I'm seeing where people put their own agendas above the lens that the author is providing in the story, I honestly debated even making this video, but I think it's a dangerous mindset to have genuinely. So let's just put it out there. The Marines just following orders at God Valley is not a good thing. It doesn't absolve them of any responsibility here. When creators like Golfer and Brody and Nerd King talk about the concept of all Marines are evil, this chapter is what they're talking about. This chapter is objectively Oda putting to pen that exact sentiment. With God Valley, Oda is making the most blatant allegory to the concept of the banality of evil that we have ever seen in this story. I was actually shocked when he chose to use the Marines to set up the literal killing fields in God Valley instead of Cypher Pole. Like, as an author, that is so in your face, but thematically it makes sense. We are finding out that God Valley was like this genesis point for the entire story, and he is using it as a direct juxtaposition to an actual moral soldier in Dragon, as we are witnessing his radicalization and defection in real time. Like, take a step back for a moment and just look at it from a storytelling perspective. The God Valley incident, one of the most, if not the most important event in the history of One Piece. And it's actually, unbeknownst to all of us, Dragon's origin story. What the fuck? The point Oda is obviously making is that it's bad that Dragon is the only Marine that's willing to question the blatant disregard for innocent life at God Valley. And still, people are defending this guy. They're defending the literal Navy slavers. I think we might genuinely be cooked. So just to give my opinion on it, and you can agree or disagree, but I think it's important to recognize that this is the author's intent here. The fact that there are thousands of Marines that are willing to just follow orders and Dragon is being punished for speaking out at all is bad. Full stop. And if you are doing mental gymnastics in the comments trying to justify these guys' actions, please, I say this with all respect and love, genuinely, please take off the ideological blinders and just consider for a moment what you are watching happen in God Valley. Or better yet, if it was you in this situation, what would you do? And who would you think the villains are?